Let's talk about the practical ways that you could be implementing agentic AI into your workflow as a real estate investor today. Now, I've been investing in real estate for over 15 years. I own 150 doors, $2 million a year in rent revenues. Also, I've flipped over 300 houses, but for the last few weeks, I haven't been doing crap except for working with agentic AI that has taken a turn for the better over the last, I'd say, month or two. And once I caught wind of this, it's clear that is a ship that everybody needs to be on. So I really think all of you guys should stop what you're doing and spend as many hours a week as you can spend on learning and building out these things that are the future. If anybody tells you any different, they're idiots. It's pretty obvious that if there's a tool out there that could make your life easier, go do crap for you, do it well, consistently, take out some of your payroll, take out some of the expenses that you have, of course, it is going to be the thing that everybody picks up. So I see some people out there saying, well, it's probably just a wave. No way. All right. So I spent probably 100 hours a week. I'm not kidding. You've been up all night. Once you get into it, you will be as well. But a lot of the stuff that's out there is kind of crap. Like, it doesn't work like that unless you're really good at building stuff. Maybe you've built a lot of other code behind what's going on. That's not really what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what can I do right now that would make my life better, get me better deals, make me a better real estate investor. Now, you guys know that we have 4 different controls of a deal, and that is, number 1 is actually getting a deal, buying the house. Number 2 is the strategy, like what are you going to do to the house to monetize it? The next is the actual work. This is like managing the subs, the contractors, getting the work done, project management. And then there's the market. That's either taking it to the market to sell it or to rent it. I have terrible handwriting. Don't worry about it. But we are talking specifically today just about the deal, because I really think that's the most helpful part. Also, the deal is far and away the most important part of any real estate investment. Okay, so that means getting a great deal on the front end. And here are a few ways that it could help you right now. Number 1 is defining your buy box. Okay, the agentic AI is not going to help you with that. You need your brain for this. And this is like the thing about AI is most people are trying to make it be its brain, your own brain. You have to think about the foundation, the things that you want, and then you have to tell it. You have to program it with the things that you want. So you need to define your own buy box. Now, I've made plenty of videos about, the 9 steps that I go through for my buy box. Find it on my page and you can make your own buy box. But basically, that's what everything, now you can go market in whatever way that you're going to market. Now, that could be getting deals through real estate agents, wholesalers, or direct marketing yourself, sending out mail, maybe doing cold calls. But before you do any of that stuff, you want to have your buy box so you can say, hey, this is exactly what I want to buy. Or if you're marketing, this is exactly what I want to spend money on going out and finding. Okay, so now I've done all that. Now I have leads coming my way. And this is where AI gets really helpful. Also the marketing itself, but we'll get to that in a second. But this is where AI gets really helpful. So I have a few different skills, as they call them, built. These are different workflows that the AI can do for you. And it's basically, I call it the full underwriting. Okay, so the underwriting consists of a few different things. Okay, we have underwriter, like underwrite deals. We have comps, we have skips, and we have analysis. That's analysis. You get it. It's short, right? There's a period right there. Okay, but basically the comps, the agent goes, fetches the address that I send it. So, I want to buy at 123 Main Street. It already knows I'm in Chattanooga. That's where I'm at. So it knows I'm in Chattanooga. So it's looking for houses that are in Chattanooga, 123 Main Street. And it's going to go and buy my comp structure, also videos on what I consider a comp, what something that is in the neighborhood really means. Okay, so it knows that. It applies those parameters and it says, oh, okay, hey, there are 5 houses that fit your comp structure. Here they are. And then if you watch my comp videos, you know how I then figure out by price per square foot what that house would be worth. after it's sold. Okay, so now right away, I have my comps. Good. I know how much it's going to sell for. The skip. Now what it does is it goes out and it finds that person, finds their phone number, it finds their email address, finds them on Facebook, finds them on X, finds them on a Google search, finds out all the information it can find out about that owner itself, finds out if the owner has other properties. All right, so now I can go get on the phone with them. Maybe I'm already on the phone with them, but if I was like, let's say driving for dollars, see a house that I want to buy, there we go. I have the phone number in my pocket. And then finally, the AIN is going to go out and it's going to find out, it's going to pull the assessor records. All right. That's like your county has its own records, tax value of the house, going to have information about the house. It also goes to the record of deeds for me, and it finds out the string of ownership before whoever I'm talking to right now or wanting to talk to, who I skip trace. And it's going to find out if there's any problems with the house. So if you've seen my other videos, the DOAs, dead on arrival, like not going to buy this house. It looks for all of those specifically. It looks for things like easements. It's going to look for zoning issues. It's going to look for weird things on the title. So now I know within, seriously, seconds, that do I want to even pursue this property or is it a waste of time? And it might just be that, oh, this property really sucks and I'll give a really low ball offer. But anyway, saves a lot of my time and saves me from some potential problems because it does all this research in advance. A lot of times you don't find this stuff until you're like deep into title. You've already wasted time and money. So great resource that you can have right now. Okay, now let's talk about marketing a little bit. I send mail, as you guys know. That's pretty much my only source of marketing at this point because you send it out, you pay the money every month, same list. Also deep videos about exactly how I set up my multiple pane lists, as I call them. But I send out to that list every month, all right? But it kind of sucks, a lot of work. Got to go pull the list, got to compile them, got to make sure there's not duplicates. I have to refine the list a little bit every month. And then I have to send them over to the mail house to send it. A lot of manual work, basically moving a lot of crap on the internet. That is a great job for Agentic AI. So just walked through my steps with it, showed it exactly what I do every time, and then it can just do that for me. So, hey, pull the records. Now, I don't trust this crap 100%. I make sure that it's all right before I send it, but it still saves a lot of labor for me. Okay, now the list itself that I've preset, no way I'm going to let AI do this for me. How is it going to know exactly what I know after 15 years of doing this? Maybe over time it starts to learn these things, and over time it's certainly going to get a lot smarter. However, this stuff's based on my experience. This is my way of doing things, my architecture. And that's the whole point here, that you have to set the architecture. You have to be personally disciplined and have thought these things out before AI is going to be good for you. But if it is, it can be great. Now you can get it to do all the manual tasks that you hate to do online, and you can be there to make the decisions, do the things that you need to do, make the sales, go talk to the people. You don't need to be sending out mass texts and having AI phone calls and crap like that. No, just get the leads in front of you that are the best. Use AI to get the best leads in front of you. You go out and actually have the conversations and do the thing. Okay, and finally, Agentic AI makes for a great CRM keeper. So I use Airtable, had the whole thing build it out for me the way that I wanted. I've always had like a simple CRM because I'm like, well, that's good enough. And I don't feel like building out all this crap. And I'm certainly not going to upkeep it all the time. There's a bunch of different columns inside of any database. And mine always looked like, like when somebody's trying to grow a beard, but it's all like spotty. That's kind of what my Airtables would look like. But with AI, fills out every column every time. It's a rule. Great. Yeah, so now I have a full beard CRM that gets upkept by the AI. I talk to it through, I actually use Discord just like the kids do, only because of this, because it works really well for that. But anyway, I just tell it, hey, just had this conversation on the phone with this person. Why don't you go listen to the call that I just had and go ahead and update the CRM as needed. Point is, guys, you really can't be sleeping on this crap. It's only getting better all the time. And, basically what all the companies are trying to do is they're trying to black box it. Okay, so that means they make it really easy for you to do, but you're not going to know how it works. All right, so maybe you can just use the tools. That is one thought process. Just use the tools that are put out there. They're going to get better all the time. But it's like, if you want to be techie, you have to try to learn all these things, and then you'll start watching YouTube videos or whatever to learn these things. And you're like, listening to these guys talk, and you're like, I don't have a clue what you're talking about. And then you realize they're like old school. So they've been around since it started, and they saw this thing build upon this thing, and this thing build upon that thing. And you're like, I'm never going to get caught up. Well, right now, this whole thing is like a new frontier, and you have the opportunity to be there right from the start and understand exactly how things are put together in what is going to be the biggest skill of our lifetimes, of our careers. This will be the biggest opportunity. You can't sleep on it right now. I hope that you guys are taking full advantage of this and taking your time to learn how this works and actually playing with it. Hope you like this video. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.